Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and it's Thursday morning. We actually have the clue in the hunt for Bolivar coming out. I've got Barbara Hornbeck here with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about the hunt and how it's structured, how the clues are written, so that maybe it'll help you. I want to thank all the sponsors that made it possible to do this. Without them and without Barbara, we couldn't do this hunt. And this is a 10-week hunt. Every week's a separate hunt. So, Barbara, I started this about 4 or 5 years ago, and it got to where with my truck and Chris, first I used my truck to hide it, then I used the car, and then I was going out at 3 o'clock, and it just couldn't get done. And you came on board to help me. What's your history on hunts? You've got a pretty good file cabinet of all the hunts, don't you?
I started hunting approximately 30 years ago, treasure hunts here on the peninsula once a year, and then I started going to other hunts and even hunting marbles and writing clues for marble hunts. And it's just even geocaching. I use a lot of the techniques of hiding from geocaching to hide treasures and stuff. Marble, whatever.
You have the marble hunt here on Bolivar. You started it, and it's really grown from people outside the area, and then also people inside the area finding a marble and then going back and hiding another one while they're out. How's that transpired?
It grew over the first year, and then now I'm like finding less time to hide the marbles, but I don't have to hide as many because other people are hiding them and
they do their own clues.
They do their own clues. It could be as simple as a picture, and you figure out where that picture was taken.
Okay.
Or they can write out a little story.
Cool. You've got and what's the Bolivar hunt? If people want to find it on social media, how can they find that hunt, the marble hunt?
The marble hunt, it's Bolivar Peninsula Marble Hunt.
Okay.
It's on Facebook.
Y'all go check that out, because these aren't just dime store marbles they're finding. In fact, every year Barbara does one for my birthday the week of July 27th that last year I think it was about 2 inches.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
And these are custom marbles. They range anywhere from $5 up to $50, $60 for a marble because they're custom made. But let's get to the hunt for Bolivar. I went to you a little over a year ago and said, Barbara, I don't have time. I need help. And we worked through some things, and you came on board. And everyone said, man, we can tell you're not writing the clues now because we can't get into Barbara's head like we can yours. What goes into a clue? Because you start this 6 months out, you know, and start looking for different areas. And so when you're looking for some place to hide it, what are you looking for? And also, when do you start your clues, or does it work backwards?
Well, lots of times I think of a theme, and then I'll find a location that fits that theme. And then I start building the clues. But they are it's like, I always think it's hard to understand the author and what the person writing the clues, where they're coming from. But by the end, it all gets there, it all falls in place and you see it. But along that journey, you may pick up other ideas, and it can still lead you to that location.
When you write your clues, you really have to think outside the box, and I tell people all the time, come by, take a picture of it, write it down, set it with the other ones, because if you look at the first clue, the second clue, the third clue, a lot of times it may be, let's take this last week, for instance, you said something about kids, you know, and I guess that was pertaining to the playground up at Fort Travis, and you said something about a lady or something, I think.
Oh, the Mother of Texas.
The Mother of Texas.
Mother's Day weekend and Mother's of Texas.
And that referred to Fort Travis.
Yes.
And so that's sort of how you have to look at these clues don't look at the clue, look around the clue. Because outside of the box, because if she's talking about a child, she may use different things to describe that child that really means a playground. And a lot of people, you know, a child won it actually this first week, and they get parents help and stuff, but it's neat to see the people. I've been in and out of the office, and I'll pass people coming up to take pictures of the deal. And one gentleman walked in the other week and he said, "Are these the clues that my mom's talking about?" And we said, "Yes, those are the clues." And I think he was taking a picture because she wasn't here, and he was sending them to her so that she would have all the pictures of the clues. And you and I both know a gentleman from Port Arthur that actually, I think last year, won the big prize, drew the envelope, that he does a hunt over in Port Arthur in that.
Yeah, the Golden Triangle.
The Golden Triangle area.
The Pond Festival that has that thing.
And so, you know, it's not just the local residents that are doing this. Yes, we've got the Stremples, and who else, what other group, who all hunts down here? Donna and the Stremples. And it's funny because I've seen the Stremple sisters. I ran into them this was several years ago. I walked into La Plata Mexican restaurant down there, and there were 4 sisters sitting around the table, and they were doing their strategy. It was breakfast. They were doing their strategy on this sister was going to go this way, and this sister, and it's funny how people work together, and it's very few people, I think, is it about the prize. I think it's about the hunt.
The challenge.
The challenge and stuff.
Claim to glory.
So I've already have a lot of the clues, and I don't know where these things are hidden. Just so you'll know, I don't know where they're hidden until maybe Friday or Saturday. I'll call her and finally ask her what area it's in, at least, so that I know if I'm out driving around and I'm looking or videotaping that I can see people. And it's funny because I'll get calls from different people, and they'll say, "Man, there was 7 or 8 people here looking for the marble." And I was like, "Okay, why are they looking there?" You know, and the clues can send people off a different direction.
Yeah, there's decoys.
Yeah.
Decoy words in the clues.
In the clues. So what's the next couple weeks going to look like? We're in our 2nd week of the hunt. What's the next couple weeks look like?
Well,
is it going to be a tough one? Have you got an easy week in there?
Well, they're all easy to me because they come out of my crazy mind, and I see it. It's plain as day to me. But I do believe that, some of them will be pretty more straightforward. Straightforward. So, well, make sure you check out the hunt. We start a hunt every Tuesday morning, and then a hunt runs through Monday. And if it's not found by Monday, more or less that last clue tells you exactly where it's at. And then whoever finds it, we're using cards this year. There's a phone number on it, and you call the card, or you call the phone number, which is my number, and then you come in here and draw. And we started out with 10 envelopes. 9 of them had $100 in it. 1 of them has $500 in it. $500 hasn't been found yet, and I hope it lasts. Usually it lasts about 5, 6, 7 in there. Somehow it works out. And so the hunt was originally started to get people out, and you've done a real good job on your clues getting people out to see different parts of Bolivar. Whether one week it may be Fort Travis, one week it may be in the center of Crystal Beach, another week it may be in High Island, you know, another week it may be on this end of the beach, and another week on that end of the beach. But it's always on public ground, and you really take care to make sure, 1, it's on public ground, and 2, it's safe to get to it. Safe to get to, and that you are not going to have to disturb any of the property. Really, no need to tear anything apart.
Right.
And it might be near a business, but it's always going to be on the in front of the easement or something.
And this last week, it was in a, what kind of box was that?
Oh, it was an Altoid box.
Altoid box that you had spray painted a color, and it was on the back of the bleacher seat, I guess between the bar and the backrest is where it was. And so you never know, it's not going to be out in the open, I can tell you that. But I know one year Keith did one in a sprinkler head.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I love sprinkler heads.
Took the guts out of the sprinkler head, put it in there, and I think it was up at his store in the flower bed, if I'm not mistaken.
That's where it was
and
at.
So I've used tumblers, I've used all kinds of stuff.
Electrical boxes.
Not
wired.
Yeah, unwired electrical boxes. And so this is a fun hunt, and it goes through the end of July. In fact, we just looked at the marble for my birthday hunt, and we picked out the marble, and it's about probably an inch and a half, 2 inch,
it's
2-inch marble.
Under 2 inch.
Beautiful, and I love the color blue, so I can't wait for that. And that's going to be the week of July. My birthday's on a Saturday, so it'll be that week coming into it. When will you start that hunt, probably?
Your birthday's on the 27th.
Yeah.
So the 23rd or so?
Well, yeah.
It'll be Monday or Tuesday.
And you can find her clues on the Bolivar Marble page on Facebook. You can see all our clues at 6 a.m. or thereabouts, starting on Tuesday mornings until it's found. And I can tell you, if the clues aren't up in the window, Bolivar's been found for the week. That's a good way, because as soon as I get a phone call, I pull the clues down, and then the people come in and draw. And so if the clues aren't in the window, Bolivar's been found. I know we had a phone call Sunday. I saw on the phone someone had called, wanted to know if Bolivar was found, and he was found about 12:30 Saturday afternoon. I was starting to get worried, because, man, that's getting late in the week.
So that brings me to a term that's used in hunting, and it's called muggled.
Okay.
It's not smuggled, but muggled. And it means someone took it and didn't know what it was. I think that's happened twice. Once when you hid one, and once when I hid one. And even on the hunt that Keith does, one year.
I had the county, I think, picked up picked up something and threw it away, not knowing there was something inside of it.
It's always possible it was muggled, but most of the time not. It's there, and people I suggest when I hunt, I touch everything. I go around the perimeter of everything. I feel a little scary sometimes. I bring a stick to make sure I can knock anything back, or make sure there's
no
not
spiders
or snakes. You have to use common sense. But
I've seen people even have those mirrors where they look up under bleachers and stuff.
Yeah, you can, and even your phone. I've hid before in gutters.
Yeah.
And
in fact, last year, the one that the guy won was hid in the gutter over at Gregory Park, I think.
And if you put your camera underneath there, instead of sticking your hand up there and think you're going to grab a spider or a snake or something, you put your camera in there, and you can see what's up that drain.
Great. Well, once again, thanks for everything. Thanks for doing the hunt for us. I know people enjoy it. We're in the second week of the hunt for Bolivar 2024, the summer edition. We thought we were going to have one last Christmas, but we ended up doing something else. And you never know when one may pop up on a holiday weekend or something. But anyway, Barbara, thanks for everything. Thanks for you all for making it possible. Now, this is this week or today's clue. And I'm going to thank the sponsors real quick. The Big Store is a presenting sponsor. Crystal Beach Decor and More. Bolivar Trash Company, Latitude 29 Surf Shop, Bolivar Live TV, West Canal Beach Buggies, Seaside Lumber, Swedes Real Estate, Priest Insurance Agency, Norma Smalley Realtor, and Island Liquor. Thank you to all the sponsors. Okay, today's clue, Thursday, June 6, 2024, clue number 3. The Astros beat the Cardinals to win a place in their first World Series bid. We like that the juice box was a closing lid. The Astros beat the Cardinals to win a place in their first World Series bid. We like that the juice box has a closing lid. There's today's clue. It'll be up in the window by 7 a.m. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.